Washington Huskies and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Checking in with the Buckeyes head coach before the game. They are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation, and now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Coming out with it, it's Washington. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Huskies offense will have the first possession of the game. And here comes Devon Williams. Right on target last time out, completing better than 70% and a 300-yard day. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, running back on the move. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Williams desperately trying to cut through the noise. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late. Until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Play fake, Williams. Under pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Hauls it in. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Tells the run, lost a pass. Got him downfield. At the 35, he's got room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
On 2nd and goal, he carries again. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Deep in the end zone, it's Smith. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So Ohio State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keep it on the ground. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way.
Makes the catch and he's free. And he'll be ridden out of bounds, but not before a good pickup on that one. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side. There he goes. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Right side, it's Jackson. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. This drive will open from the 15. Hand it to the back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Williams. Out wide right, it's Moss. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Turns into the pile. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. Personal foul. That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that is an obvious personal foul. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Williams, they're all over him. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. Bought a little time, lets it go. Turns it upfield. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolutely perfect. They're up by a touchdown here in the 1st.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Here's Julian saying to throw. Got his man. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. First quarter in the books. Let's see what kind of numbers these two wide receivers are putting up. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. He's got it on the right. Turns it on in midfield. Wide open spaces. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Here's Sayin to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll bring it out. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt, but this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Looking for room. He's got great speed. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here.
Oh, he found a space on the right. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Buckeyes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. They'll go play action with Sayin. He's got it on the move. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Right side, it's close. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
This offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Takes a handoff. It's Jackson. Got the first down. Headed to the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. The Buckeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Jackson. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding them.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Here's Williams. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Trying to get started. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Got his man out of the backfield. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, say it. Got his man. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. He's got enough. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks starts with a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Say it. A lot of defenders around on that screen. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Escapes the pressure to his right. Snags it. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
He'll toss it. Touchdown, Ohio State. Great job by the back on the option. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's Williams to throw. Max got it on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Second down to the air. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Makes a move. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. As we check in with Holly.
Here on Ohio State's sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Say it. Rush right in his face. And it's a sack.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Third and long coming up. Quick toss. He gets it down to the 40-yard line, but he's going to be a little bit short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Needs it. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Might have a chip. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's his 3rd score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world. our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. Let's take a look at the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the Nevada Wolfpack. And it's the Huskers trying to push that win streak to 9 in a row. This team knows exactly who they are. They've taken on the identity of that head coach, and they are a serious contender. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Conference USA. Now back over to your game in Columbus. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put toe together and get this second half started. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Buckeyes head coach coming out of the locker room. He is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Second and long here. Throwing, say it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's loose. The 20. Touchdown, Buckeye. Once he got some room, it was over.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David, when the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players, and quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Quick give. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Williams. Nice play to knock that one down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense.
Caught, and he's got room. Oh, what a cut. Inside the 50. He's at the 30. The 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Guys, here on the Buckeyes sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
Well, that's about as impressive as a short gainer catch as you're ever going to see. I mean, didn't get the first, didn't go very far downfield, but it was pretty looking. He caught it with one hand. I mean, I guess there's that.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Julian with the play fake. Out wide left, it's Smith. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback
Turning on just steamrolling the defense. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Saying back to the air. Makes the grab on the left. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. Offense gets set for second down. On the run, it's Jackson. Turning it on. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the bill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Smith. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Snap to the back. Runs through the tackle. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a second down play. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. This time on target. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Sayin. They'll run the screen. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll send the tight end in motion. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Got the big tight end on the corner route. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46. Gets the back moving. They'll give it to Washington. All over him immediately. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Snap in the shotgun. Left side is Lawson. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. On the move and looking deep. Can't hook up on the long throw, and down goes by the boards for this offense. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on Ohio State's sideline, this is so fun to watch these guys hype up their wide receiver. Every time they come off the field, there is yet another celebration. He has been an incredible downfield target, over 160 yards receiving, and he continues to eat. The quarterback keeps telling him, hey, you're my guy. I'm looking for you every play. They are feeding off of his energy here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Making the adjustment on the play. Tavian St. Clair. Turns it upfield. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And here comes the offense on second down. Out wide left, it's Smith. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, Dave.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. The sportsmanlike thing to do might be victory formation. The stat hog would kick a field goal here. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.